takes so much to get this thing going and running that when it goes, I'm kind of sometimes befuddled for what to say. But we're going. Let me just look into the sun so you can see me. So I'll do announcements. So we'll start with announcements. Then we'll go around and we'll meet people around and at the here at the RTR. So
Try to hold it out for you.
I gotta give it to. Okay, I think I do that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to Florida here really quickly in February, and I'm going to be in Florida at the Our Village Rally on February 12th through the 16th in Live Oak, Florida, and I'm speaking on the 16th. Is that correct? 15th. I'm speaking on the 15th, and you are welcome to join. It's a big R Village. They're a big RVer group. I'm a big fan of our village, and I'd like to see us use it more. You can camp there on the facilities if you'd like, and we're offering it's tent camping and boondocking, and they're offering a 10% code, 10% off. Everyone who uses our code, and the code is CRVL10. CRVL10. So if you want to come and meet people in Florida, and if you're from all over the East Coast, that would be a great way to do it. Just come over there and meet people, and we'll be there, and I'd love to meet you. And you can get lots of information, all the information you need. Let's see, how does that do it? Yeah, that does it. You can get all the information you need at rvillagerally.com. RVillagerally.com. And you can get all the information, you can get the location, you can learn about camping, you learn lots of seminars, lots of good things going on. And so I'd be glad to see you there. And then on the 22nd of February, we're in Florida. We haven't nailed down the time yet. No. Specifics. We haven't nailed down specifics, a location exactly. We would like to meet with people on the East Coast, from all over the East Coast. We'll be in Florida, somewhere near Live Oak, maybe closer down to Ocala, I don't know. And we would like to meet folks who are interested in working with Homes on Wheels Alliance to create a structure on the East Coast. For sure, we'd like to have caravans at the minimum on the East Coast, but that takes people to be there to do legwork on the ground. You have to eyeball places to where we can camp, and someone has to be at the campsite so that when people come, you greet them. We call them hosts and greeters now. Contact person is our official name. It's not a hard job, but we need someone there. We would like to put together events on the East Coast, all kinds of things, but we need boots on the ground. We need volunteers. We need volunteer leadership. We are careful to not ask too much from you or overwhelm you, but we do need people that'll help us. The more the better. Many hands make work light. So that's the 22nd. And also, while I'm in Florida, I'd like to do tours. I'd like to do interviews and tours for East Coast folks so that you're not excluded. And if you're interested in volunteering or attending that meeting or having me do a tour of your rig, and this could be along the way too. Like if I'm gonna drive right through southeast the U.S. and I'll drive through Alabama, and I don't know if I'll go through Georgia, go through. I don't think I'll go to South Carolina, but I'll drive through there. And if you're along Interstate 10, that would be within a reasonable distance of Interstate 10. I could come and see you, even if you're not in the immediate area of Live Oak, Florida. So contact Trina CRVL@gmail.com, and you spell that TRENNACRVL@gmail.com. And then she'll set up a time. We'll do lots of tours so that these people aren't excluded so much. We don't like that any more than you do. It's just the only thing we can practically do right now. The RTR is going well. I'm not going to talk more about the RTR and all the changes that have happened, and I know that they're kind of difficult, but we'll talk about all the changes that are going on here in a minute. Today's Wednesday, and it's winding down. We have a session going on now. It's probably the last session of the day. It's 3 o'clock here in Arizona, Mountain Time. Tomorrow is going to be kind of a theme day on work camping. So if you're in the Quartzsite area and want to know more about work camping, tomorrow's a really good day to come. 3 things are going on. First, we're having a panel of work campers, and they'll talk about their experiences and their different jobs, and it must be at 10 o'clock. And then probably at noon? At 1, we have employers. So we're actually having 2 different employers and 2 recruiters. 2 different employers and 2 different recruiters. I don't know if they're hiring on the spot, but
yes,
they're hiring on the spot.
The 2 employers are American Home and Leisure and Adventure.
American Land and Leisure. And Adventureland are here, and they're going to hire on the spot. If you're here tomorrow at noon.
The panel's at 1, and then they're going to talk to individuals at 2.
Okay, at 2 o'clock tomorrow, then you can actually get a job. You can do an interview and get a job right here at the RTR tomorrow. So, it'd be worth the trip, wouldn't it? So if you're looking for work, it is here. Then Friday is going to be predominantly about solar power and gold panning. I also think Jim's doing his solar ovens that day, isn't he?
I think that is on Sunday.
Sunday, okay. Alrighty. Saturday is kind of a fun day. At 10 a.m. is the tin can alley. If you've been to the RTR, you know that you put a question into the tin can, and then we draw them out and we ask the audience to answer them. And you can ask about the nuts and bolts. You can ask about pooping in a bucket and where do you camp and all that stuff. But it's philosophy and relationships and how do I get a date? And I don't know how anyone has an answer for that one. But you can ask it, and I think it's always been asked. And how do you find someone on the road? And so it's you can ask a nut and bolt question, but that really isn't the purpose. It's questions of the heart. How about that? Questions of the heart and the mind, philosophy, and I'm lonely, and things like that. So the tin can seminar is a good one. And then we have a show and tell. Oh, that's a show and tell for vehicles, open house. And that's going to be down we have a lower parking lot, and you'll go down to the lower parking lot, and it's an open house show and tell of people's rigs. So if you're just looking for ideas for rigs, it's a good time to go and be there. 11:30. At 1 p.m. we have a talent show. And that'll probably go most of the rest of the day. Those are usually pretty full. And so if you have a talent, come on up and show us your talent. You do need to sign up. 1 p.m. talent show on Saturday. And Sunday is technologies, internet, and cell service, plus a Nomad game show. We're going to draw names for contestants. We're going to have 3 games, and with 3 contestants each. And the winner of each game gets a $25 gift certificate to Walmart, Amazon.
I don't know.
One or the other.
$25 gift certificate.
$25 gift certificate somewhere. Okay, on January 27th, we're having when is that? Oh, is that Sunday?
The 27th would be
Monday, on the Monday. We're going to have a cake in celebration of the 10th anniversary of the RTR after the 10 a.m. seminar. Everyone is invited to join us. Boy, that would be a big cake, won't it?
A couple cakes.
A couple cakes, yeah.
So come celebrate with us.
Right, on Saturday and Sunday. So a reminder again about the talent show. You can come and do that. And the game show. You can enter the game show and see if you were one of the 9 drawn. And then you got 1 in 3 chances of winning a $25 gift certificate. Okay, and then a word about the date and date with Bob. There was a little bit of confusion about that. We drew the name for the day with Bob, and it was a volunteer. And I think there were some people who were, that it doesn't give off a good appearance, that someone associated with Howell won. And so what we're doing is we're going to do a redrawing so that, and in the future, we will just have a rule that says no one who volunteers or is our personal, I don't know how do we say a rule with no personal friends. But, you know, just the idea that we want to make sure this is completely above board. Now that lucky or unlucky, depending on your perspective, person who won the day with me, she will do it, we'll still do it. So we'll have 2 winners, and we will redraw for the day with Bob, and with the idea that it will not be a person who's affiliated with, they will be disqualified if they're affiliated with Howa. And next Wednesday on the live feed. Next Wednesday at the live feed, we will do the drawing for the redrawing for the day with Bob, and the winner of the last one will actually do the draw. So that we all know it's completely above board. Okay, let's wander around. How about that? I talked enough. Let's just go ahead and wander around. There's a seminar going on right now, and you might even be hearing it in the background. And I don't want to bother the seminar and be over there, so I'll be in the background. Let's see. Oh, there's Levi over there. Well, let me show you out here. Here's the stage. Can you see that yet? And oh, you're looking at me and not the stage. Let me turn you around. And you're looking into the sun. There you go. There's the stage. I'll kind of wander over towards the stage and not get too close. And this is the work camping panel.
Safety.
This is safety panel.
Safety.
Oh. I don't want to bother them, so I'm not going to go over there, but I'll get over this close so you can kind of see, and you can't really see much from here. And let's wander over here. We're selling, this year we're selling t-shirts. Let's go see Rick. Rick is the official Howa vendor for t-shirts. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Bob.
You're live.
I am. Alive
I
and
can
well.
see you pretty good. Yeah, and every since the word. So here we have t-shirts.
Got this wonderful RTR design. This is Casey's design, and it mirrors the one that's on our volunteer shirts.
Right.
And it is she did an incredible job. Very
Right.
colorful. Goes very good with my radioactive avocado shirt.
Uh-huh.
And we've got hats, Howa hats. We've got water because we are in the desert and we don't want to see anyone dehydrated and passing out at your event. We've got stickers endorsing the work camper that I happened to work for last summer.
So yeah, information from them.
Yeah, and that was per you. You told me last summer I could go to last year I could go to the big tent and get a job.
And you did.
And I did. I was
Oh.
successful. You did not lie.
No. So it's all kinds of stickers you can get.
We've got all kinds of stickers.
And we have a calendar.
We have a calendar. But this we're not directly selling here, but there's a website.
Hold it down here.
Want it down here in the light?
Yeah.
There's some guy on the front of it. I'm not sure. I think he's related to the RTR somehow.
Right. These are all photos that I took with a quote on them. And you can order it, and it comes from online, and will be delivered online from mail. Okay, and the URL for the sticker, for the calendar.
And this is the particular one that I think is really clever.
Yeah, we did
As
a
soon as I saw
small
that.
one.
It's a CD case, and I'm sure you know this, Bob, but for the people out there, it's a CD case, and it's got individual months in there for a desk calendar.
Uh-huh.
And these, I assume, are your pictures as well.
They are. Yeah, they're the same
picture.
picture.
Yeah, I figured as much. And then there's some guys selling books here. I don't know who. Bob Wells, How to Live in a Van, Camper, or RV.
Right? $7 a book?
$7 a book.
Pretty
Can't beat it. Isn't
reasonable,
that cheaper
yeah.
than the Amazon price?
Yeah.
Come
I
down to
think
the
it
RTR
is. Yeah.
and get a reduced price on Bob's book.
Yeah. More sweatshirts.
Yeah, there's our
T-shirts.
WRTR design.
Right. All right. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for your hard
Bob.
work getting that all
Thank you for the
done.
event, because I'm having a blast.
All right, let's go wander around over here. Let's see. So we have bleachers here. I'll come over here and see if I'm not swamped. Hi, how are you?
Quick live video to say hi, Risa, to my sister.
Well, I'd love to, but not right now. I'm live myself right now online, so I don't.
This is my first one, and I'm loving it.
Good. Good.
My first.
So, absolutely loving it.
Good. You want to say live? You want to say hi on?
Hello, world.
I want to say hi
RTR
to you
first
and
time.
thank you for
Oh.
everything you
For
do.
everything you've done. This is wonderful.
That's what I want to
Absolutely
talk about.
wonderful.
Thank you.
You're an inspiration.
Great.
Definitely.
I don't want to. I don't want to cause a problem. I better go. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm the one whose daughter died in March. I appreciate your response.
Thank you.
One line,
You're very welcome. All right, so we got a seminar going, so not much else is going on. Let's go to the media table. That's something interesting. Oh, first aid. Here is the first aid table. The bulletin board. First aid table. We have nurses, and I think there's a doctor here. I don't know if they're here right now. And this is the media table coming up. Turn. Hi, y'all. So you're the media table.
Yeah, we're educating the YouTubers and about the HOWA guidelines
Uh-huh.
that we hope they follow while they're here,
Right.
And of course supporting the professional media that are here to interview people like you and Sue Ann.
What are our guidelines for YouTubers that are here?
Well, right here is our guidelines. We're of course wanting to welcome everyone because, as we know, HOWA is grateful for people that are spreading the word about this lifestyle. So we want to make sure that we know the YouTubers are welcome to record, and then we're asking that that people try to be as invisible as possible. You know.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, not intrusive, and then also to watch the individual's body language in addition to their verbal. You know, they may say, "No, I don't want to be filmed," but if they're pulling away or backing away to honor that as well.
Right.
And then during the women's RTR, we had some special guidelines to protect those that may be escaping dangerous situations that didn't want to be on film. Exactly. And then we hand out our media passes, which is a visual for all the participants to know that this person has permission to be recording at this event. Which, by the way, Bob, I notice you're not wearing one.
No. I'm taking a chance. I might get thrown out any minute.
Very well might.
Right.
And then one of the nicest things that people are grateful for is the fact that you're willing to let us do a quick 30-second
Right.
promo, and they get to answer what their names are, what their channel is, and what brought them here.
Right.
So they're really grateful. I get a lot of smiles when we mention that you're going to be promoting their channel
Right.
for them.
Yeah, well, I'm all in favor of YouTubers. Anything that gets the word out there is good for all of us.
Yeah.
Very good
So,
for all of us.
Yeah.
And so we just have a camera set up over here, and we shoot a little video with them, and that will be online. It'll be on my channel. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
How you doing?
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Oh, and the free pile. You can't have an RTR without a free pile. It's impossible. So let's take a look at the free pile. Uh-oh.
Caught me eating.
Uh-oh. We'll have to dock your pay. So it kind of looks like a garage sale, and that's kind of what it is, really. Just a big garage sale. Yeah, you probably know that voice.
3,000 hours of listening to you.
Nicely organized and laid out. Just a big garage sale, and it's all free. It's all for you to take. Bring something, take something, or just take something and don't even bring anything.
It's ever changing, so you have to keep checking.
Yes, you have to check often. Things come and they go.
Oh, I need this.
Yes.
Wine glass.
Good. Glad you found something. Okay.
Aloha. How are you, Bob?
Good. How are you? I'm filming now. Do you mind being on camera?
It's fine. Thank you
Okay.
so much for asking and being so respectful. Spot, how do you feel about being on camera? Here, let's look. What do you think? Please don't roll. Thank you. It's a little big. I might be able to fix it. This is so awesome.
Well, good. It's
No,
going
I
well for
really
you.
Appreciate it. It's been fun to bring things and take things.
Yeah, the free pile is always the best thing.
Yes.
Is the best part, always. Okay. How are you folks?
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Really well.
You want to
Great
be
to
on
be here.
camera? You're on camera live right now, whether you want to be or
Should I
not.
do a song in the
That's all I'm going to dance.
Great, Bob. We are so
I'd
much
sing,
enjoying
but
this. Our
you'd lose
first
all your
year out
followers
here.
if I sang.
Love your book.
Great.
Love your videos.
Thank
And
you.
anything that goes wrong out here, Bob gets blamed for
That's it. I did it. If there's a problem, I did it. My fault.
That's right.
You get a bumper sticker that says "Blame Bob."
I'm Bob. Yep.
No way.
Whether it's good or bad, it's Bob's fault.
Right. Right. So you're enjoying it. You're having a good time.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I am. This
That
is the best thing I've done in my
Alaska
life.
presentation was really, really good.
Good.
Yeah, very well done.
Good.
Great information. Will that be videotaped? Will that be available via YouTube or anything?
Some of them are. We're taping some of them, and not all. And I'm not sure which ones we are and aren't.
Okay.
I'm ready to go back to Alaska. I know
Yeah.
It
that.
was very well done. I thought it was a ton of information.
I never did it in an RV.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ready
Yeah.
for that.
Well, I'm glad you're here and having a good time.
Yes, well, thank you so much for all your hard work. You too, Sue Ann. I know it takes a lot of work to
The
put
king of
stuff
the
on.
nomads.
Still working on it here.
Thank you, volunteers, Bob.
Yes. The volunteers make it happen.
Very welcome. It's fun.
How you doing?
I let my guard down when I feel that I can. But for the most part, I take precaution to make sure that, again, I stay safe.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. You're Bob Wells.
I am.
So,
And you're Kathy.
yes, I am.
Hi, Kathy.
Patterson. Hi. Thank you so much for all you've done to make this happen. This is amazing, and I'm glad I got to meet you too.
Well, good.
That's an honor. So, thank you so much.
And you having a good time learning stuff, meeting people?
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
How did you do finding people to camp with?
Did
that go okay?
I signed up on the WRTR website, and it was the team 2, and then a few of us found a place half the distance. So then we just started our own, and then we meet other people. Yeah, come join us. So everybody's so friendly and stuff.
Right.
It's amazing.
So it's working well.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good. I
'cause
love to hear
didn't
that.
know. I knew one person I met last summer as a camp host, and that was it. I didn't really know anybody else. So I drove 2,000 miles because I wanted to be here. So, but I learned all about it through your YouTube channel too, and watching videos on anything and everything to do with van life. So I learned a lot when I was laid up a couple years ago.
Good.
So
Good. Well, not good that you were late, but good that you learned.
actually, it was good because I would never probably have sold my house and done this had I not, decided that I wanted to change my life. So, yeah,
Sometimes hard things turn out to be good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's always a silver lining, no matter what it is.
I think so too.
So, and it was divinely inspired too. So,
Great. Great. Well, nice to meet you, Kathy.
you too, Bob. Thank you.
Here's our Homes on Wheels Alliance and our great volunteers.
Hello.
I'm not sure. And how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Tell us your names. If you want to, you don't have to.
Sure. I'm Joni.
Hi, Joni.
Hi.
I'm Brian.
Brian, and I know you both. We're old friends, so. But now everyone at home knows.
Exactly.
We're live. This is
Yes,
live.
and it's been really great today. The weather's been great,
Yeah.
and there's been a ton of people, so it's been a really great day.
Good. Really good.
Yeah, we're here talking about Homes on Wheels Alliance and recruiting volunteers for HOWA.
Good.
If you're in the area, come visit us, come chat with us. We'll tell you what's going on, and we'd love to talk to you. So,
Very
and Stella would love to talk to you as well.
Yes.
So,
Stella's my favorite girl. When I was, why did I meet? I met Stella 10 years ago.
yeah.
And I had Homer, my dog then, and Homer and Stella loved each other so much.
It was awesome.
It was.
Yeah. To see them play in Rough House was
Yeah.
excellent. Oh,
They were what all humans should be.
yeah. For sure.
Have fun and love each other.
Yep.
Okay, we better keep moving.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. We're not going to burn this, are we, Sue Ann? Oh, Sue Ann here? Nope, I lost her. I don't. We're not going to burn it. I thought she didn't like that.
Yeah, I think Karen and Tony are going to take it and burn it.
Oh, we could do it out in the desert on our own.
Exactly.
So in the past, we've always had a burning van, and I'm not sure that they're going to allow us to do it. But this was, yeah. And this is the van we would have burned in the past. Man, that's a nice one. That was a very nice one. That's all homemade. Very well built. Are we going to burn this year?
Unknown.
Unknown, yeah. Well, that'd be great if we did.
It would be. Come on down and sign it.
Yeah, come and sign it either way. Well, we'll get it burned. Whether it's here or not, I don't know.
It won't be here. It
Yeah.
definitely won't be
It
here.
definitely won't be here, right.
But we're hoping somebody will take it back to their unorganized recreational camp and burn it.
Yeah. Hopefully so. Now let's go over here and then we'll go visit with Levi. What time is it? 3:30. Hey, how you doing? Nice beard. Hi, I'm live. Do you want to be live on YouTube? Okay, hi. I didn't see you there. This is the Nomad Chapter .org.
Yeah.
And we've been on video together. You and I did a class just the other day. And what do you folks do?
We're a group of people who travel with anxiety, depression, bipolar, autism, any of that stuff. And we help each other help each other. And we do telephone calls multiple times a week where we can just hang out and chat with somebody who gets it. We do in-person meetings where we teach each other yoga and talk about how to deal with some of this stuff and to do some wellness stuff. And we have a camp here at the RTR for people to go and relax after dealing with the stress of the crowds.
Yes.
So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we do.
Right.
And,
So you're not therapists?
We're not therapists, we're not psychiatrists. We're just people just like you.
Just someone to talk to when you need someone to talk to.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing better than that.
No, there isn't.
And any professional will tell you that.
Right.
That's the-
Absolutely.
That's the first step to healing is finding someone to talk to, just friends.
And we keep having people tell us we changed their lives just by giving them a place to be.
Right.
And,
Right.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. I know it's
So
true.
nomadchapter.org if anybody's interested.
Check it out. You have you're trying to have a phone meeting every single day now.
Right, we have 3 a week now. By the end of the year, we will have seven meetings a week, and every day there will be somebody to talk to.
Right.
And we have an Our Village group that's got over 200 people in it, and that allows us to use the Our Village map to find each other so that if we need to have a cup of coffee with somebody, we might be able to find somebody like us.
Right. Very
It's
good.
wonderful.
It's the most powerful thing you can do for yourself.
Absolutely.
Make a connection.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
And here we are at the, well, I don't know that it's a booth, but it's electric bike is here. They brought bikes to ride if you are interested in riding an electric bike, you can come down and do it now. Hey everyone.
Hey.
And let me get you on the phone, okay? And you are associated with electric bikes somehow. I'm just teasing. I know you are.
Yeah.
And so tell everyone else who you are.
Yeah, so I'm Levi. I'm one of the founders. The other founder is a childhood friend of mine, Robbie, and then my old man, Brent. So yeah, 3 of us started it up a couple of years ago and got going with it. But then it was about 6-7 months ago we released this new version of the bike, and that's when it started to get really exciting for us. So
Yeah.
we released this bike, and in our first 7 months with this one, we put 10,000 of these out on the street. So it's a really, really exciting time for us.
10,000 in 6 months is pretty astounding.
It is, yeah. It's like a dream. So yeah, my dad was able to kind of retire from the corporate world, and now he's full-time with us, and it's just like great energy going on. So yeah.
Well, when you put out a good product at a good price, that works.
Yeah. So like we wanted to stay true to all the name brand parts that everybody else uses. So we wanted to use Textro and Shimano and use LG battery cells. We wanted to still make a super great product, but then we wanted to have a crazy affordable price. And we saw the only way we could achieve that was to throw the marketing budget out the door. We just completely scratched that, and then we just banked on having such a good bike and great customers that word of mouth and conversation would kind of take this off. And that's what happened. Once we started delivering bikes, people actually had it out, they were using it, and then they were telling other people about their bikes. And so that was just super special, was because this doesn't grow to what it is without our amazing customers. It doesn't happen, right? It's all to the credit of them and the people that helped launch us, like Bob. Like he reviewed one of our early versions of the bike, and it was just that's what helped us so much. So yeah, and we accomplished what we set out to do. Awesome bike at an affordable price.
Yeah, and it's a great bike.
Yeah.
And it's really just about ideal for an RVer or even a van dweller.
Yeah.
Folds down really nice and small.
Yeah. So like, we understand how important the footprint is for people on that are in that nomad lifestyle. So even having the pedals fold up and saving up as much space as we can there, and then going like this, and then just
it splits in half.
Yeah.
And goes down to kind of nothing.
Yeah. And so that's just, we want it to be able to be a good solution for if you're set up somewhere and you got to zip into town, take the bike. Throw some bags on it and be able to zip into town, and
Nice, really nice.
Yeah. So.
And you are now a supporter, electric bike is, of Howa with a very generous gift.
Yeah. So we saw Howa as, very, very early, before even we were kind of just selling. My mom always emphasized be able to give back to, the communities that support you. And so the nomad life, the van dwelling, that's a community that helps support us because they're kind of our clientele and they're our customers. So, my mom was like, all right, so you've begun to sell bikes and you've begun to become, somewhat successful. So let's get connected with the community like that. So that's Howa is like the perfect match because it's an amazing cause and it's right in that perfect group, and we want to be able to show that we really do care about that group. That's why we are coming out here and for face-to-face contact, because we want to hear feedback. We want to hear we want to be able to see our riders actually riding and what adjustments need to be made, because sometimes you're cooped up in an office too often and just staring at schematic drawings where you can learn a lot out here. But yeah, we're super excited for what Howa is going to do with our donation, and just it's a great start to a great relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you have 4 or 5 bikes here.
So yeah, we got 5 bikes out here, and it sounds like you guys are going to do some pretty cool things with them.
Right.
Let
me spin around here.
Yeah.
Someone is taking a test ride right now.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing is we've kind of set aside this open part of the lot, and people are just taking them for a ride and finding out for themselves if it's for them. Let's move out of the sun.
Yeah.
That'll work better.
Yeah. So no, it's because it's different, right? it's not your traditional bike, so it's almost like relearning how to bike, and we love getting people on the bike because it's a thrilling experience for them, and yeah, super special.
Yeah. Is Sue-Ann here? Sue-Ann, why don't you join us and we'll talk about the sweepstakes? So
Yeah, you get to talk about the sweepstakes.
Okay.
I love this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have more than the sweepstakes. I'll talk about it all if that's okay.
I love it. Yeah.
So we have 2 electric e-bikes on our sweepstakes at howa.rallyup.com. That's HOWA.RALLYUP.com. And you can enter that sweepstakes to at least win one. And if you're like super lucky, you'll win both of them. But we have two prizes on that particular sweepstakes. And in addition to that, we have 3 more bikes that we will be bringing with us to the next HOWA build out in Pahrump, Nevada, for which Electric E-Bikes is the sponsor. And we will be building out 2 minivans with your generous gifts.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We're super excited to see how you guys put it to use. So
Yes.
that's going to be awesome. Yeah.
So we hope that you'll be there. You'll be
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
live feed during the
It's going to be fun.
last Wednesday of April in Pahrump, Nevada. Invite everybody that's watching us right now to be there as well. And come on down to Pahrump and test the e-bikes if you can't do it right now. Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Sweet.
great.
I'm so excited. It's going to be great. Yeah.
well, that's just great that you're not just building a bike and making money and getting rich, and but you're caring about people and giving back. That's really important.
Yeah, that's how Mama raised me. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Good mom.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so wonderful. So excited to see what you guys do with it, and we'll keep plugging away and support however we can.
Well, thank you so much.
No
Levi.
problem.
We just
no
really
problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. This is great. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Right on.
All right, let's go see what else we can see.
I love the bike.
What else shall we do?
How about showing them the bulletin boards over there?
Okay.
We got 2 on this side and 2 on the other side.
Hi, how are you? Do you want to be on live feed? Sure. It's up to you. Okay. Let's just stand over here so I know you'll be in the sun, but people can see you that way. So is this your first RTR?
It
You're
is
just
my
coming
first
out?
RTR. I've been trying to get here for 3 years.
Oh wow.
So yeah, first year went to the WRTR and then the RTR. It's been really fun. I met a lot of great people. And I'm camping in my RAV4 hybrid.
Oh, that would be an awfully good rig, Sue-Ann. Where are you at? You want to learn about that? You actually thought about getting a RAV4.
I
got the
did.
2019, and so it's 40 miles to the gallon. And
Yeah.
it's up off the ground a little bit higher than a Prius, but it works exactly the same way with the temperature control and stuff like that. So
That's it. You're just
great.
you get your electricity with the vehicle.
Yeah, and then I met some people, the Prius people, and they helped me install an inverter the last 3 days. So I'm all hooked up with that now, ready to go.
Yeah.
Going full time in about 3 weeks.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm really excited.
So, why? You must have given that a lot of thought.
I've always had the wanderlust, and I've been tied down for 5 years being a caregiver, full-time caregiver.
Yes.
And that has, I'm done with that now, and so, yes, I gave a lot of thought to what vehicle I wanted, because I was in a Prius already. And it took me like 6-9 months to decide what car. And I'm really gonna travel a lot, and so I decided I didn't want a van or anything 10 miles to the gallon. And so I decided I really wanted good gas mileage, and so I went that way. And then I came here to meet the people and maybe get with a caravan and, get hooked up with that. And
Good.
I'm gonna go camp in some friends' driveways for a while. What do they call that? Mooch something or another?
Mooch docking.
Mooch docking?
Yes.
I'm gonna mooch dock for a couple of months. And then tomorrow is the big day for all the work camp stuff, so I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be the day I'm most interested in out of the whole thing. So
So you still need to work a little bit along the road.
yeah, I'm not retired yet. I've still got a lot of years before I can get any kind of income that way. So yeah, I'm just I got a little bit of money set aside. I'm gonna see how long I can make it last.
Right. And the more you work, the longer it'll last.
Yeah, and having a vehicle that's paid for, I paid cash for it. I don't have any debt, and so I just need what I need on a daily basis for gas and a little bit of food and phone service, of course,
Right.
and insurance,
we all
and
have
then I'm
to
good to
have
go. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So glad you're here, and then it's working good for you.
Yeah. Thank you and Sue Ann for all you've done for the community.
It's our pleasure. It honestly
and I'm gonna get
is.
one of those bikes over there. I'm gonna wait for the step-through frame though. He said they're coming in April, so.
You know David in a Prius?
I do. He's the one who helped me with putting the transformer in. I'm in his Facebook group. Prius camping.
He did. I don't know that he still does. Carried a fold-up bicycle in it.
He does still.
Still.
It on. He had it in his car for a long time. Now he's got it on a bike rack.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard to imagine being in a Prius and carrying a bike inside, but he did it, and it made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
He fit. Well, Priuses are amazing cars. You
They are.
can fit a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
If only I knew someone else who was really into Prius, so I could ask them. But
well, everybody loves you get your diehard people for whatever it is they love, and they're there.
Well, when the RAV4 came out as a Prius, that really grabbed my attention because you get. My one real knock on the Prius is how low it is.
Right.
It really is its only downfall to me.
Yep. And now the RAV4 is basically the same thing, only you get a little bit more clearance.
Right.
You don't get as good as gas mileage. You sacrifice, about 10 to 12 miles to the gallon.
Can it tow?
It can tow. I'm gonna after I get done traveling, I'm thinking in about 10 or 12 months, I'm gonna start looking for a small. I wish that guy with the trailer was here. I was looking at one of his, or just a real light Scamp or something. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, but it's somewhere around 2,000 pounds. So you could get something small.
Yeah.
I think the Prius could go up to. You wouldn't want to go more than 1,000 pounds.
Right.
But the RAV4 can go up. I've seen people tow a teardrop, a small teardrop with a Prius.
Yes, I have too.
Yeah.
Right.
So so I think I'm probably in a few months, once I get done really putting miles on and I'm ready to move a little slower, I'll probably get a little Scamp or another real light, small trailer.
Good. It's a great plan.
Yeah.
And you'll be glad you have a little more power, a little more oomph in there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can get a clearance. Well, there's another person I see with the Scamp, and they tow it with just a Subaru Forester, and then they just pick it up and then push it wherever they want it, and they don't have to back into it or try to figure it out, and then they just grab it and pull it back over and hook it on the car.
Well, that's nice. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be kind of strong to do it, but it's doable.
It's amazing that it can be done. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Leah.
you.
Appreciate it. Talking to you. Okay. We'll just keep moving right along here.
The session is over. Maybe you want to go visit with Gong Gypsy?
I want to have a little heart-to-heart with just the folks at home. I don't know how long that'll take. Probably not very long. About the RTR. So I'm going to do that, and I'll turn this around. If I can figure out how to. Did that work? There I am. Yes. All this sun makes it really hard for me to see. I'm kind of just speculating on the screen at any given moment. No. How about there? Am I in it? Yeah, there I am. Looks like I'm on the screen. So I wanted to give you some feedback on the RTR this year. As you know, it's completely different. We've never done anything like this before. And so I was talking to a guy the other day, and he asked me if this was the death of the RTR. And I would be pretty amazed if somewhere out on YouTube there weren't a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, it's finally over. That no good Bob, he's just a cheat, and he's just cheating everyone. Now finally he's getting his comeuppance." Well, that isn't the way I see it at all. When he's a friend, nice guy. And when he asked me, I said, no, this is maybe a pause. Maybe I would be willing to say that. I'm not even sure I'd be willing to say that. There's been a couple hundred people, probably at most of the seminars, but the seminars were always 200 or 300. I think some of them have been into the 300s. And I can break up the RTR pre YouTube and post YouTube. Before, this would have been a very normal crowd before YouTube. This is what we would have had. In fact, before I went on YouTube, this would have been probably the largest crowd we'd had. And always at the RTR, many more people came and camped than came to the seminars, came to the events. For example, last year, we were pretty sure there were about 10,000 people at the event last year. And we doubt if we ever even hit 1,000 that came to an event. So maybe 10%, I think less. I think we never had 10% that actually came to the event. And that was fine because teaching and education is an important part of what we do. But it's not all we do. And I don't even know that I would say it's the most important thing. I would say it's about equal. I don't know. How do I judge? But it's about equal with the importance of community. And so everyone I've talked to said the community is still going on. And it's going on just like it always has. People are meeting each other. And in fact, a lot of the people I've talked to said it was actually better because they weren't surrounded by 10,000 people. Give me just a sec, would you? Thanks. They weren't surrounded by 10,000 people. They were kind of there with a few group of friends that they had met and made. And so I think in a way the community aspect may be even better than ever because it's smaller. And that's what a lot of people have complained about. I'm not going to the RTR, it's just too big, it overwhelms me. Well, that's not true now. Now it's a small group that your friends that you accumulate and put together. The teaching is still going on. Newbies are here and learning. I think this is 100% successful RTR. I have no regrets about anything about it. Now, of course, I'd still like us all to camp together, and that's the goal. We'll, as soon as this is over and we've taken a big sigh, a lot of work going on here, and taking a moment, we'll start to work right then on next year. And hopefully we'll put together a bigger and better one. Hopefully we'll all be together. With a little bit of luck, we can find a piece of land that we can buy, and we'll be in charge and control. We're not in charge and control here either. Certainly we're on BLM land, and I think even in some ways less in control here because the fairground owns this and they tell us what to do. We just looked at the burning van, and we aren't going to be able to burn the van because we don't have their permission. Well, we'd like to be able to burn the van. We can do it safely. So we want to be in control, and I think land is really ultimately the only way we can do that. So we're going to put together a campaign to buy land, and I hope you'll all help us as much as you can to buy a piece of land, just to get at least a down payment put down. I'm doing a lot of research, and we're really going to be working hard to put together a piece of land. And it can do so many things. It can be a landing base for newcomers. It can be a training center. We can work with other members of the community. We can work together with others to do van builds. And just once we have land of our own, we can do so much. And that's really important. And we hope to have one by next year. We have land where we can have the RTR there and be all together in one big space, or one central gathering place that we own surrounded by BLM or National Forest land. That would be just about ideal. Costs are minimal. We can all still be to camp together and walk in to the central meeting place. So no, this isn't the death of the RTR. This isn't anything bad. This isn't a disaster. This is a natural growth and movement of anything. It's not always straight up and perfect. Sometimes there are bumps along the road. This is a minor bump at the most, and there are good things ahead for us and for you too. So I'm entirely pleased with the way this has turned out, and I think you should be too. I'm extremely hopeful. One of the most important things you can do is realize what you're in control of in life, and if you're not in control, you let it go. You do your very best, and you say, I've done my best, let's do the next thing. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's go look around now at some more of the RTR and go meet some folks. Let me turn the camera and we will. Sue-Ann, you want to share about this year's? You're not prepared. Okay, well, I'm always. You put a camera in front of me and set me loose and I'll go. So, and I know I was going to do that. So, let me turn you around and we'll go look around. See these guys are still over riding these bikes, test riding, and that's going on tomorrow. The test rides.
Yes.
So, if you're in the courtside area, come down Thursday. Thursday is the emphasis for the day is work camping. We do have tomorrow on Thursday, we're going to have actual hiring being done here at the RTR. You can come to the RTR and get a job. So I would really encourage you all, if you're looking for a job, to do that. Come and ride the electric bikes. They have testers out. Enter the drawing for the electric bikes. You can win one. What other sweepstakes are we still have going?
That's the.
You want to tell the folks?
We have the
land
campaign going. If people want to just, on faith, start donating toward land.
Right.
That would be great.
Right. Lots going on. Should we meet Dottie and Rick?
Yes.
Well, you guys want to be on camera? You should meet the folks at home.
We signed a waiver. I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, I think so too. This is Dottie and Rick, and Dottie has been the main primary organizer.
She is the scheduler expertise and volunteer coordinator expertise. She's our RTR's coordinator.
And Rick has been the vendor. He has done the t-shirts and the vendor booth, and just been awfully busy. Thank you both so much.
I'll be part of the talent show and the game show.
Right.
Come on down. We want you to play.
Right. Yeah. Right. So thank you. You guys have poured your life into this.
You're welcome. Yeah, Bob. Thank you. I mean, we're having the time of our lives. You're a large reason why we're even here in the first place.
Well,
you
thank you.
guys inspired us to hit the road.
Right.
Otherwise, we'd be trapped in Manchester, New Hampshire in the snow.
Right. You and a whole lot of other people.
Yes.
And we've had some cool weather, but we got a nice day today.
It's beautiful.
Finally.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah. Well, super.
Good
Thank
job,
you so
baby.
much for all your hard work.
Thanks again to you as well. Thank you, Sue-Ann.
Made a lot of difference.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. I think I'll walk up on the stage and show it from the stage. Oh, and Gong Gypsy's on the stage. Hey, how you doing?
We're on the road.
Good. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Heading east.
Good.
You too. Soon, right? Off to Florida.
Off to Florida. Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, my dear. Okay, we see you later.
Yes.
Let's hope
All
our
right.
journey is prosperous and beneficial for you guys too. So
Okay. Good.
look forward to it.
Good.
Thank you guys again for letting me do this.
Right.
All right, have fun.
Thank you.
We'll see you next year.
Hi. Would you like to be on the YouTube live feed? Okay. Well, you are, whether you want to be or not. Tell us your name.
My name is Linda Reagan.
Hi, Linda. And are you a newbie or starting out or just learning?
I've been on the road 7.5 years.
Oh my goodness.
This is my 3rd year at RTR, and I just got here this year, though. I thought I'd bring up the rear here, catch a little bit of it anyway.
What kind of rig are you in?
I'm in a 24-foot Class C with my cat, Spunky.
Got to have a pet. The cat's a good one.
Well, he's my navigator, so
Right.
he's been with me the whole time.
Good.
7 years, so
Good.
yeah, it's been great. It's been great.
And you didn't come here to learn, because after 7.5 years, you should be here to teach.
Yeah, I have a lot of experience in finding jobs on the road, especially CDL jobs. So I thought I'd attend tomorrow's session and kick in maybe a couple of cents worth, maybe or something, if anybody is looking for CDL jobs and how to get them.
Yeah. So you have your CDL, and that's how you're supporting yourself on the road.
Yes, part-time. I have a passenger endorsement, so I have various jobs, both trucking jobs and shuttle jobs, driving passenger vehicles and all that stuff. So, and the trick is just getting temporary jobs because a lot of them want you full-time. And so it's a little harder finding temporary jobs, and I try to find jobs where I have my site paid for too. So,
Right.
so I've been very fortunate, very lucky. So I have a little bit of experience to share with people that are looking for that type.
You know,
of
I'd
work.
like to shoot a video with you.
Okay.
So is someone here?
I can write it down.
Okay. Will you give Dottie your email, or she can give her mine, and we'll talk. And maybe I'd love to shoot a video, because it seems to me as someone with a CDL can just make a lot of money on this and fit it into their schedule. One of the things I've noticed is like if you go to any of the tourist places, especially whitewater rafting, they got to shuttle those people to the headwaters, and then they got to pick them up, and they got to bring them back and do that all over again. And now all that takes is a CDL with passenger.
Well, that's actually what I've been doing the last few years, and I have a company that is looking for CDL drivers this year. So,
And that job is everywhere in the country.
yes, they're all over. So, but the trick is finding a place that has on-site parking.
Yes.
And stuff. And like I say, I'm fortunate, but not all of them do. And in tourist areas, it can be tricky finding a site.
The hardest part.
It isn't very expensive. So that's been the trick for me.
Right.
Because those desirable places you want to work are also very expensive anymore.
Right.
To live on or to live in that area.
Right. So two places that I love and go to often are Jackson and Moab, and you know, a CDL driver there can choose which job they want, but where do you stay?
Yeah, exactly. So you really have to, it can be kind of a needle in the haystack, but you just have to be persistent.
Yeah.
In looking for the right position with the right company.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want to work for just any whitewater company either, because some of them have kind of sketchy vehicles, you know.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to, hire them too in a certain. So you have to do research. And
Well, from my experience, they're looking for you harder than you're looking for them. There are more jobs than there are drivers. Is that a fair statement?
It depends on what time of year. This is the time of year to be looking for a shuttle job for a whitewater company, and then so you have to look really pretty far ahead, which I've learned the hard way.
Right.
So.
Have you got yours lined up for next summer?
Yes, I do. And it's with the company I've been with for the last, this will be my 4th year. And I was wanting to get on with some place in Jackson. But I also, another consideration I have to take is my cat. So I have to be in a situation where my cat doesn't get too hot or too cold while I'm at work. So I have a lot of different considerations.
Well, Jackson would be a pretty good one. It's warm in the summer, but not. I don't think it's miserably, dangerously hot.
If I had 30 amps, I could do it. And if a company, could offer that, and the company I will be working for this summer has a 30 amp site.
Oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, like I say, I've been very fortunate, but I've looked hard for my positions, and kind of just lucked out. It's a combination of diligence and luck.
Right.
So.
Right. And my experience with, I actually drove a bus once for a tour company in Alaska. And my experience was I made as much in tips as I made in wages. Is that still true?
They don't tip at the whitewater company.
Oh, they don't?
Because the trip is part of the shuttle is a part of their trip. So every once in a while you get a tip, but they mainly tip the whitewater guides.
Right.
And they kind of forget about us drivers.
Oh well.
And but every once in a while, somebody will think of us drivers. But I don't think it's the normal.
Oh.
So don't expect. But I don't get too bad a wages.
Now the wages, because they can't keep people, they have to pay them pretty well.
Exactly, and they are getting pretty desperate for qualified CDL drivers. It's getting harder to get a CDL as of February. It's going to cost more to get qualified, so it's even going to be more challenging for it, and to have the passenger endorsement and everything. So,
right.
So if somebody's got a CDL with passenger endorsement, has a good record, and is willing to work, that's another thing. These companies have a hard time finding somebody that's willing to work.
That's becoming a dying art right there. I'm well aware of that.
So
okay, if you where did oh, there you are. If you will get her email and you don't mind, I'd love to shoot that video.
Sure.
Because it's something people should know about.
Sure, I'd love you to do it.
Okay, I'm out. I gotta close. We're at 3 o'clock, so I gotta get done. I'm gonna go up on the stage and just look around and then call it done. So I'll take you up here on the stage. This is actually a very good facility. The fairground is a very good facility. As you can see here, there's a lot of. There's the gong gypsy and her gongs set up. And you're going to be doing that tomorrow, aren't you?
No, this was it.
This was the only day. Okay. So you folks missed out on that. Maybe next time. So this is it's really an excellent facility for this. You can see there's a large seating area, and you can see those are the porta potties right near center stage. I'm on the stage, and I'll just swing around. Lots of parking. We've had no problem with parking. Good handicap parking real nearby. This is actually a really good facility.
The one on Baja was really good.
But hopefully we still want to be a place where we can be all together. Okay, I'm going to stop there, folks. It's a little after 4. We did our, and I'll turn this around. And did you turn? And I'll turn into the sun so you can see me. And, can you see me? I can't see a thing. All I see is the glare of the camera. Okay, so that must be at the top of my head. That must be about right. And where's the bubbles? Casey, I don't know. Oh, I got to get in the shade because I can't see a thing.
She says you can come back here if you want to.
Oh yeah, we actually were pretty good. Okay, I'll go inside. Yeah, one of the nice things about this
Bubbles, you can come in.
was about this facility was it has a green room, so you can go inside a building and then go right out to the stage.
Bubbles, don't forget bubbles.
I won't forget the bubbles. Okay, bubbles. And they're right there. There we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So, thanks everyone for watching an episode live from the RTR. Things are going great. The only way the RTR could have been better this year, if you had been here. I'm so sorry I didn't get to meet you. And so maybe plan now for next year. Still have a couple days left. You can come on out tomorrow. We're here through Monday. And so still a lot to go on, a lot of activities, a lot of fun. Come up here in Courtside and join us. Casey's telling me to dance. And she's real good at having me dance, but she won't come up here and dance with me. We'll see. But you will, won't you, Ditzy? Okay. Now, we're the Lawrence Welk Club here, aren't we? Okay, folks, thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you next time.